Christian likes to play right side in men's. Tyra's better on the left than women's, but looks like they'll stick with Alshon on the left. Good play there by Tyra. I think we're going to see a lot of what we just saw, well, this whole match, a lot of cross-court forehand dinking between the women. We often see that in mixed doubles match. I think we're going to see it in spades in this one. They're going to want to test Tyra because she's been playing so much left side. They're going to want to test that cross-court forehand dink that she doesn't have to use so much when she's playing left side.
2-0-2. Nope.
And Schneemann, that ball called wide by Alshon. Tough to see it from where we are. Schneemann, McGuffin potentially thinking about challenging, but they will not.
3-0-2.
Thought we were going to have another round of challenges there, Will, like that one match we had earlier today.
Watch.
And could not ask for a better start if you're Alshon and Black. 4-0 here. Have not even had to hit a return yet.
4-0-2.
And as I say that, the serve gets back to Schneemann and McGuffin. A quick note on Schneemann and McGuffin. They played together at the Atlanta Slam back in September. Made a run to all the way to the semifinals. Beat James Ignatowicz and Anna Bright and Gabe Tardio and Jesse Irvin in back-to-back matches. So haven't played together a ton, but they've had good results when they have.
Yeah, well, I think Schneemann's the wild card in this match. You know, McGuffin very steady, good in all three disciplines: singles, men's doubles, mixed doubles, very steady. Alshon, a great player. Tyra Black playing well. Lacey Schneemann's the one that's got some high highs and some low lows. Tends to be a more inconsistent player.
4-0-1.
We also have a Toyota 4Runner, license 7 VFL 316 black. Needs to be moved. You are going to be towed. This is not one of those fake threats.
That one just long for Schneemann, and the
Timeout receivers, 5-0-1.
run continues here from Black and Alshon. Not surprised to get a timeout here from Schneemann and McGuffin. It's really just been some misses, some close misses so far, Jim, that's really been the difference maker. Maybe not totally acclimated to this match yet.
Tyra playing well. Tyra's hitting some good drives, keeping the ball down low. Hasn't made any errors.
Have a red
Alshon,
Toyota
super
license
steady.
GOLF RS2 needs to be
I thought
moved.
Alshon last year, Will, was playing the second best of any player overall. He had some health problems going down the stretch toward the end of the year, but midway through the year, he was my pick as the #2 player in the world. Faded just a touch toward the end of the year.
I think injuries certainly had something
mainly due to
do
injuries.
with that.
Yep. He had to drop out of a lot of singles tournaments. He was playing great singles.
Speaking of singles, both Alshon and McGuffin had 3-game victories early on today. McGuffin beating J.W. Johnson and Alshon beating Pablo Tejas. Both 3-game battles over there.
5-0-1.
Now in mixed doubles.
Watch.
Alshon doing a good job attacking Schneemann. Schneemann held her ground. Good blocking.
5-0-2.
Don't want to do that. Never a good time, but don't want to give them easy points when you're down 5-0. Big serve by Alshon.
Sorry. They hit her head.
Looks like she's okay, though. Maybe it hit off her hat, not sure.
7-0-2.
And she managed to turn her face, so at least it wasn't going to get in her eye.
Yeah. Football.
Off the net. And then Tyson tried to do the best he could to adjust to it, but moved his feet. Had a foot fault, so Well, early on here in game one, just about everything that could go wrong, going wrong for Schneemann and McGuffin.
See if they can. No more timeouts. They've already used their one timeout for this game, so I think it'll be really important to them just for the match outlook if they can just at least get on the board, get a few, maybe get some positive momentum going into the second game. But they've got to get the serve back first, and it looks like
Tyson trying to take over. Schneemann's been getting most of the business. Big gust of wind. Tyson taking a moment.
0-8-2.
a nice dodge there from McGuffin. I believe that volley was a little long.
Yep.
And they're on the board. Tyson lets it go through his legs. Nice little dance move out there. And the wind taking that serve, which is already a huge serve from Tyson McGuffin, just takes it just long. But they are on the board, still trailing by 7.
8-1-1.
And Alshon there is fifth shot. New year, same tweeners from Mr. Alshon.
9-1-2. Alshon looking to close this game out.
Schneemann finds it through the middle, splits the difference.
There was an Andiamo in the background. You see Julian Arnold in a tough 3-game singles match right next to us.
Playing Noe Cliff.
Yeah, I don't think that was Noah yelling Andiamo.
It surely was not.
Meg Martin, Jeff Carrillo, report to the tournament desk.
192.
Meg Martin, Jeff Carrillo, report to the tournament desk.
Oh, that one got away from Tyron. She actually didn't hit it very hard, just got it up in the wind. Sort of the jet stream took that one.
292.
Wow.
Side out.
Angled put away there from Alshon.
It's a great angle.
That's really what makes a good overhead. You think of some of the best overheads. It's not just how hard you're hitting it or if you're snapping your wrist. It's really about the combination of pace and potentially an angle.
Especially at this level, they're so good at the defense on an overhead. Yeah.
Alshon
took advantage of that ball hopping up off the net. He was probably going to just do a simple drop, but instead took his time, readjusted, drove it at Schneemann.
10-2-1.
now game point here for Black and Alshon, 10-2.
Schneemann getting a little revenge.
Another game point coming up.
Tyron and Christian both wanted that meatball.
And
Tyron
Black
got to it
ends
first.
up taking it and wood at their backs. We'll see how that impacts their play here in the second game. Schneemann will serve to start us off.
A little bit of a miscommunication there. Tyson wanted to take it. Lacey jumped in front of him and took it.
McGuffin,
Tyson was ready on that one.
yeah, certainly ready.
You could see him. You could see Christian's going to tee off, and you could see McGuffin's. I think he started to swing his volley before Christian hit the ball. That was what you want. Good energy here starting game 2, even though McGuffin and Schneemann had a frustrating game 1 with just about everything that could go wrong did go wrong, but their energy level is up. We'll see if they can turn it around. I think if the wind behind them, but serve return errors are not the way to do it.
2-0-2. Side out.
Big serve from Alshon, but deep and wide.
0-2-1.
Really good point there. Schneemann and McGuffin with a lot of pressure on, some great defense from Black and Alshon.
1-2-1.
McGuffin and Schneemann kept the pressure on. That's going
One thing I'm interested to see from Schneemann, she found that one spot through the middle in game 1. Then she goes off the same shot, forehand off the bounce at Alshon. We'll see if she's able to vary up those attacks from the right side. That could help them get back in this match.
Good little dink battle, but Christian is popping up slightly.
Really the first longer dinking point that we've seen in this match, really since the opening point.
Yeah, true. I thought we'd see more.
3-2-1.
Just with this wind, makes some of the rallies unpredictable.
Second serve.
Just wide. Would have been a pretty easy ATP for Alshon.
3-2-2.
Great defense.
No!
And that's wide.
Go with the drives, ends up misfiring wide.
True. He has a very good topspin forehand draw. And McGuffin and Schneemann turning things around here.
It's really just been, you know, they're just making more balls. I think less errors so far. I don't really think it's anything tactically that's too stark.
Yeah, I think it's the wind. On the other side, Christian's drives were really effective with going down. They got run over in game 1, had a poor start to game 2, kept their energy level up, right back in things, and there's Schneemann tagging Alshon again. As we see, that's a really good shot from Lacey Schneemann.
7-2-2.
And what it does is it makes Alshon think twice before he cheats middle, because it's going to keep him honest on that line.
Oh, wow. Good defense from Tyra Black, but Schneemann and McGuffin kept the pedal to the metal.
8-2 now. The run continues.
We see every once in a while, I think it is probably the effect of the wind, but we see some fairly easy shots left up, and as soon as it's left up, the opponent is pulling the trigger effectively. Oh, that's definitely going along. Christian yelled, but Tyra could not hold off.
With the wind. But it's interesting because it didn't look like it was moving that quickly, so if you don't register that the wind is at their back, it's very easy to want to hit that ball.
Oh boy, really good shot there from Christian. Uses that very effectively in men's doubles too. He's dangerous in the dink game off that shot.
Of course, we see that more on the right side when he's playing men's, but showing He's got it through the middle on the left as well. That ball kicking up off the court there.
You're right. Very, very visibly affected by the topspin that Alshon put on it. Caught Schneemann by surprise. Now we're back to seeing what we saw in game one with some really effective drives from Alshon directed at Schneemann.
And at least for the last 30 seconds, maybe the wind dying down a little bit, so less of a difference between the sides when it comes to wind.
Yeah, Tyra Black joining the party. Tyra Black with about as much power as there anybody has in the women's game. And a timeout from McGuffin and Schneemann.
And it's really, you know, you can see of the year on the PPA Tour.
6-8-2.
Teams wanting to start out the year strong.
Wow, a little of everything this point.
Point of the match there.
Gotta applaud that one. That might have been a point of the week.
Just a little, even at the tweener in the middle of that one from Alshon, just incredible defense.
We got a good crowd on hand here at Grandstand Court. They appreciated that one. That was quite a point. That had a little of everything.
I think any fan of pickleball can appreciate that point.
And back to the old formula of the third shot drive by Alshon directed at Schneemann. She's just not. She's kind of leaning back instead of going forward and hit the ball out in front of her.
Knotted up at 8 now.
Look at those serves from Alshon. That is a strong, strong serve.
And when you think about the fact that he's got the wind coming towards him now, it's even more impressive that he's getting that much pace and depth on the serve.
8-8-1.
Very, very big serve. McGuffin and Schneemann kind of got in a mode of offense, and they had a ball that they needed to hit a defensive shot on, and
8-8-2.
McGuffin was stuck on offense. Probably should not have been so aggressive on that ball.
Go! Yes!
Sean yelling out again. I don't know about that one.
Maybe he's trying to manifest that it would go deep. Bring the wind back.
8-8-1.
Still knotted up at 8.
It's a good defensive side out there for Alshon and Black. They had a good run and got the ball back right away without giving up a point. See if they can take advantage of that.
Yeah, come on, come on.
Wow, Alshon, that's just a great combination. They made that look easy. The combination of hitting a hard speed-up forehand where your opponent does a good job of a counter and you've got to switch to a backhand. You did it so quickly and so easily. It's a tough combination, look easy.
Just consistent pressure there from Schneemann and McGuffin.
Right here, baby. Come on,
Big point right here. Schneemann and McGuffin looking for side out to avoid match point. Tyson McGuffin taking over the court on that one.
There's not been any profit there at driving at Tyson.
8-9-1.
Displays of athleticism from Schneemann and McGuffin just to be in a position to win that point, Jim.
Yeah, absolutely. Schneemann just went for a little bit too much on that angle. Oh, interesting. McGuffin caught him. Nope. I would have thought that was going to go at Tyra. Successfully knocked it behind Christian.
Tied at 9 now. Great.
And Christian says he wants to challenge where Tyson's feet were. That's an interesting.
The kitchen line. Make a foot fault. And calling that there was no foot fault. So now a game point for Lacey Schneemann and Tyson McGuffin. Could we go 3 here?
Time in. Game point.
And Black and Alshon get 3 challenges, so they just use 1 of their 3. They've still got 2 if it goes to a game 3. So if they were using it as a timeout, that's not a bad move. What a poach there from Alshon.
Side out.
And big game point saved, staying alive here in game 2.
Wow. He really covered a lot of court that time. Tyson helping out his partner on the drive, but drew himself a little bit out of position.
Point.
Missed return makes it match point now for Black and Alshon.
Match point.
That serve from Alshon, such a difference maker in key moments.
11-10-1.
It's going to be another big serve here for sure, and then a big drive.
But you called it, Jim. You got the big serve and the big drive, just didn't account for the 5th shot into the net.
11-10-2.
Oh, just a loose volley there from Schneemann, ends it.
And that is going to do it. Tyra Black, Christian Alshon take it. 11-2, 12-10 over Lacey Schneemann.